Hey guys, welcome back to NoDQ&A video right here on NoDQ.com. I am the owner of NoDQ and Rift, here to talk about Raw and some other stuff. Sorry for only 2 videos last week. I had a lot going on this weekend. A couple of my friends, actually my 2 best men for my wedding, were in town, and it was my fiance's birthday. We went to Men's Warehouse and did all the tuxedo fittings and all that crap and had a party. And we actually taped the scoop for Noah Donish on NoDQ. So make sure you go to youtube.com/NoahTube, DOTCOM, and I made a special appearance on another person's channel. We kind of goofed off a little bit. It was all fun and games, but on here, we're serious. This is professional. This is NoDQ&A video, and let's get right down to your questions. It is obvious that HBK won't screw Triple H as HBK is retired, and I believe he won't be involved in any kind of feud. Your thoughts? I don't see Shawn Michaels screwing anybody. With the WWE storyline right now, they want you to think that HBK is going to, what was the word that Undertaker used on Raw? Pure. That the match is not going to be pure, that Shawn Michaels is going to play a role in the outcome of the match. And that's where the storyline's going right now, and that's what's being teased. But I think at the end, Shawn Michaels is going to do the right thing. I think you can look back to, like, Randy Orton versus Wade Barrett at Survivor Series when Cena was the referee. They kept teasing that Cena was going to play a role in the outcome of the match, and he called it right down the middle, and it ended cleanly. And I think that's what's going to happen. I think that Shawn Michaels will have an opportunity to do something, and he's not going to do it. He'll end up doing the right thing, and my opinion is that he'll count down Triple H, and Undertaker will go 20-0. So that's what I think. Cena's rap was better than the Rock concert. Cena 3, Rock 0, agree. I don't really agree with you. I think that this week The Rock was on fire with the Rock concert. I thought it was highly entertaining. Of course, it wasn't as good as the first Rock concert when he was a heel and he dissed Noah's town of Sacramento. But it was extremely entertaining, and I thought it was really, really well done by The Rock. Classic Rock. Wasn't so crazy about the end of it with the We Will Rock You. I thought that was a little bit weak, but other than that, I think The Rock knocked it out of the park, and just a great segment. And Cena's rap was good too, but what can I say? It was 2 minutes long, and it opened Raw. The Rock's deal closed Raw and went 15 minutes or so, and you know, it is what it is. I think The Rock had a good week this week, and we'll just see where things go from here. I was concerned last week that perhaps these segments would water down the feud, but I thought they were really well done, and I think WWE still has the momentum now going into WrestleMania with Cena and Rock. I think they're doing a great job still. And yeah, WrestleMania is coming up really soon, and really looking forward to the match, so we'll see what happens. It seems like Undertaker has gotten some negative attention once again on Raw. Do you think that this could be because of his age, the new generation of fans, or something completely different? It could be fans just are tired of The Undertaker, and I think this crowd in Cleveland was a lot of hardcore fans, and I just think they're tired of the same old guy. They know that he's been gone for a long time, and he's only wrestling once a year now, and I think people just want to see something different. I think Undertaker will do WrestleMania, and I think it'll be a great match, and the people will be into it and all that, but I think that his time is coming close to being over, and maybe he'll go a few more years, but maybe after this, maybe with the reception he's been getting as of late, perhaps he's thinking that, you know what, when I go 20-0, I think I'm going to call it a career. And who knows, it could go 19-1. You never know what the man behind the character is thinking and how he wants to end his career, and I'm sure, like I've said before, I think that Mark Calloway has control of what's going to happen to his character and how the Undertaker character is going to retire. I think that that's in his hands, and WWE will respect whatever he wants to do. So I don't know. I don't know if what the deal is with the fans wanting him, and just they're heckling him. These fans, they're hardcore fans. They like to heckle people, even the guys they like. I mean, that's just what they do. Hey Aaron, I see that they aren't doing anything with AJ. Last week, Daniel Bryan told her to shut up, and seeing after last night, AJ looks somewhat bothered. Do you think this is going to lead to her screwing him over at WrestleMania? Where are they going with this? The obvious thing looking at it right now is that AJ will turn on Daniel Bryan, and I suspect that Sheamus is going to win the world title WrestleMania. That's my personal prediction, but it could always be a situation where WWE is going to swerve people. And I mean, if Daniel Bryan was to retain a title at WrestleMania, a good way to do it would be for AJ to swerve everybody and turn on Sheamus and, you know, turn heel with Daniel Bryan, because she's kind of like a babyface character right now. So that's something WWE could do if they want to keep the title on Bryan. And actually, I wouldn't mind Bryan keeping the title at this point. I think he's done a great job as world champion. I love the yes, 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 and the world heavy. I mean, he just handles himself really well when he comes out there, and I think his character has been great in the last several months. So I really don't want to see it end right away. I think I'd like to see another month or two of Daniel Bryan as world champion. I think it's too soon now to take the title off of him. But I still suspect that Sheamus is going to win at WrestleMania, just because the last few years the Royal Rumble winner hasn't won, and WWE's really put a lot of stock into Sheamus, and I don't know. I mean, it could go either way. I think that's what makes it so great, that you don't know who's going to win. And the way WWE's doing the storylines, when you don't know who's going to win, I mean, that's what intrigues people and gets them wanting to watch. So I really like how the storyline's been playing out, and we'll see where they go from here. I can't understand how David Otunga is doing better than The Miz is doing lately. How can WWE have more faith in Otunga than Miz? It isn't right in my opinion. Otunga is plain boring to watch, but for some reason he's getting some kind of push. Yeah, I mean, the thing with David Otunga is, number one, he's dating, or I don't think he's married to Jennifer Hudson. I'm actually not sure on that, but he's with Jennifer Hudson, number one. And number two, just take a look at the guy. The guy is built like a Greek god, and that right there is going to give him a big push. And he kind of found his niche here with the whole the law school guy, and he's all wearing a bow and the nice outfit and all that, and being the lawyer. So I mean, he's kind of coming into his own a little bit. He's still got a lot of work to do, but cosmetically, he's one of the better guys in WWE in terms of his look. So I mean, that's a big reason why they're pushing him. And with The Miz, we've talked about this before. He's kind of floundered a little bit, and that's because he had his push last year. And you know, there's some people in WWE that think that he's actually gotten worse and not better in recent months, and his attitude is kind of taken a slide. But I mean, I think there's always a chance to rebuild Miz, like I talked about before, and it's just right now Otunga's part of this storyline with John Laurinaitis and Teddy Long, and he's just the focal point. That's just the way things go. After WrestleMania, do you think Triple H will do more in-ring work, or will he return to his authority role full time? If he was the permanent GM of Raw, I'd like to see maybe a heel turn or something interesting. I think after WrestleMania, Triple H will go back to being a part-time wrestler, and he'll mostly be the authority figure, but he'll come out every once in a while if the storyline calls for it. He's back right now because he's doing the match with Undertaker, and that's why he's a focal point. But after WrestleMania, they're gonna. I think some of the guys that are kind of been put on the sideline are going to be back into the mix. We mentioned Miz a few minutes ago, and some of the other guys, maybe Evan Bourne, will get back into things, but yeah, after WrestleMania, you'll start seeing some things change, I think. It's just because it's WrestleMania season, so all the big stars are out. Shawn Michaels, Triple H, The Rock, so on and so forth. And this is something that happens every year. But yeah, I do see Triple H going back to more of a behind-the-scenes role. How much has Vince's indecision and constant mind changes regarding matches and scripts hurt the WWE product in terms of feuds? Far too many complex storylines and lack of build-up. I wouldn't really say that the storylines are complex, because if they were, they would be going on for a longer period of time, and I think that they would just be a little bit more logical. I think that they try to do complex storylines, but what they end up doing doesn't make a whole lot of sense, and they can't really go on a long-term schedule because Vince changes his mind about things, and then the writers have to change around the script and change what they're doing, and that's the problem, is that they need to come up with a plan and stick to it. And yeah, it does hurt the product because people get emotionally invested in characters, and then when you change something around real quick, the people just lose interest after a while. And definitely with the pay-per-views, I think. More than anything, I think that um, changing the storylines around so much hurts the pay-per-view buy rates, and we've seen those numbers drop a lot. And if you want those numbers to go back up, you really got to focus more on the storylines long term, and not change things. When you go with something, you need to go with it all the way, and see how it plays out with the audience. But yeah, that's just the way it is, and perhaps one day things will change once Vince is no longer around. Maybe somebody will want to keep things on a long-term planning schedule or whatever, but we'll see. That'll do it for this edition of No DQ&A video. Thanks as always for watching. Make sure you subscribe. YouTube.com/NoDQCAW. Tell a friend on Facebook, Twitter. Spread the word about this video. I really do appreciate all the support from you guys. And we'll see you next time.